And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On the tackle is the lineman, Winfrey. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now for the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. season. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on second down. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the draw, it's Hall. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No. Complete. And that'll be incomplete. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was finished off by the rookie Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. Sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come to them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be fielded inside the 5, and able to get this out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with it's left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down. So we've come to halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest. So we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ball again on 2nd down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 153 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. There's Wilson. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal. and so he'll throw it away.
Incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first game. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point can have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in a pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that. But right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 160 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener and determined to not let the same thing happen here. They knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. Everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them.
Yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided content.
Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's a tough thing. Second down play. Ball again on second down. And he'll follow his there. Defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This time to 17. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. Seemingly in hand, they take a knee.